it's Targan coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft. A seed for Garuda. And we'll be on our way. To do what? I don't know. Something, maybe. I don't really have plans. We were sort of in the middle of some stuff. We could work on the ghast habitat on the council. There's a lot we can do. Hello, pizza guy. How are you? Good morning to you. It is, of course, getting to be night now. That reminds me, I have a name for another ghast. Hello, Melissa. I don't know what color we should make it. I think there's a couple of historical colors that we could potentially choose to go from. Hey, Plofta. Hello. Well, thanks for stopping in. I hope you're well, and perhaps I'll see you one of these days when you do have more time. Alright, so we just need to find my anvil, which is broken here, which is broken here. That's right, I remember. I've got another one here. It'll probably break soon. Goodbye, Balfa. Yes. It's noon for you, yes, it is. It's a good time. Anyway, so this fantastic name. And we'll throw that on a ghast. It's sort of a fusion of two Pokemon ideas plus the character Tamarcon that I'm playing here. Hey, I must have planted those. I'm like, what are dark oak trees doing there? How nice. They look good. Eating tortillas and drinking lemonade right now. Nice. I had a normal dinner for me, so I had, you know, like half a loaf of French bread and a couple packages of ramen. And now I'm gonna wash it all down with a nice, cool Mountain Dew. I don't know what it's supposed to taste like, but I sure do like it. Alright, do we have any without names at this point? We should just grab some snowballs and then we will be able to affect. Alright, the snowballs. I moved them somewhere. Good luck remembering where. Could we have put them in the shulker? We could have, but we didn't. Could we have put them in the ender chest? I guess I could just, like, go get snow. Hey, we did put them in the ender chest. That's smart. I mean, it isn't. But it's good that we found them. But we might need to go into the nether for another ghast. Yeah, because this is Castlevania. Yeah. I think, yeah, of course Cornelius. We know him by sight. We might need to give Cornelius a different color eventually. Just, you know, we'll see if some of them are less logical. Alright, you guys chill. We got Ghastoise here. Ghastoise! You know, you can tell him from his smiling face. But maybe... Did we run out of unnamed gas? We might have to go back to the nether and get some. Hello, I say, old chap. Alright. He's just called a happy ghast. Well, I'll make him even happier. I now present to you Genghast Khan! Longtime viewers will know that I have an abiding historical interest in the Mongolian expansion under the Great Khan. I'm not gonna belabor how we're spelling it the weird way because it's like more logical to do the GH, but yeah, you know. My guy, Genghast Khan, Genghis Khan, you know, it's a title. Temujin is his real name, his own name, as they say in the aristocracy. Like Lord Byron, you know, George Gordon was his name, but you know, Alfred Lord Tennyson, Alfred's his own name. Man, look at that. That is a lot of spiders. Well, I think we'll just have a time here, you know. It's not so long ago that this would have frightened me. Now my only worry is that a creeper might blow up in the middle of this field, causing a little hole in the ground that I'll have to eventually fix. What a terrible catastrophe. The thing I was most afraid of happened. And moreover, I didn't get any gunpowder from it, or just a small amount, which is the same as not getting any. Terrible, terrible stuff. The good thing about zombies is at least they give you a little bit of experience so that you can mend up your sword that you had to use a little bit of to kill them. Because otherwise, you know, without a perpetual zombie to sword machine, is it worth it? I mean, if you've ever played like a survival game with zombies, you've probably been at the point where you're like, okay, let's not use any ammo anymore, you know, let's just, you know, drop anvils on the zombies from the windows, and then we won't have to use any resources. I'm the greatest archer of all time. Oh, come on, really? Alright, that one hit, but now I lost the ranging. No, I didn't. Clean. I should play Warband again. I say that all the time. I don't think it's true. I mean, it might be. I loved that game. I had a good time. It's just, I'm so bitter about Game of Thrones now that I don't know if I want to do more Clash of Kings. What would I do if I played Minecraft like other people? I don't know. You know, there'd be a lot of time that I wouldn't spend getting gunpowder and, like, hanging out. That'd be weird. I like it this way. You know, a lot of people, you know, they don't get enough opportunity to pick up, like, all the bones. You gotta get the bones. You gotta get your gunpowder going. Plus, it gives you practice, you know. You gotta get your archery practice, which I clearly am needing. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, at least there we missed a foe and hit a different one, which makes it look as if we didn't miss, but we did. Hey, Evan, how are you? Good to see you. We are doing normal stuff. Like running out of arrows soon. Yes, it is I, the wheat guy. And again, like, before this YouTube thing, before Minecraft, that's not what anybody would call me. I'm giving speeches about stuff all the time, but like the virtues of wheat specifically, that's a new thing. Like that's a in the last year thing. I thought my personality was fully developed like 30 years ago, but what I was really waiting for was enough wheat. It wasn't even my final form, but now it is. But we need to choose a color for the new Ghast. I mean, I think yellow is fine. Yellow's like... I think yellow's fine. I should probably look it up. It being what colors are historically and like culturally associated with Temujin, if any. You know, 'cause you have like the blue of the eternal sky, but that's like, it's not like a hymn thing, that's more of like a Mongolian culture in general thing. Yellow, yeah, I'm thinking yellow would be good. Alright, excellent. We'll just make a harness right quick and be ready to go. Mr. Pump, I presume. Anything to report? No? Good. Jolly good. Mr. Pump is the hardest working member of the family. Well, I mean, that's not fair. I mean, Bella's more of an idea girl, you know, like, her working is done by sitting around and doing cat things. You know, you can't rush a thinker. And then what? It's leather, which I put in here, even though it doesn't belong in it. Yeah, seems fine. And of course, there's already an absolutely perfect place for this Ghast specifically to hang out, and he won't even need too much of a change of the arena to be, you know, a good place there. Where are you, Temujin? For I much desire to speak with you. Is this Castlevania? No, it is you! Genghast Khan's got his little yellow hat now, very nice. And we shall ride him into the sunset. Slowly, regally. It's not really the sunset, but it is the direction of the sunset. You know, now we've got Ghasts named for two historical world leaders. Only, I quite like Temujin, and I quite dislike Augustus. So it's pretty funny there. Like, I should be vaguely more specific. It's not like Temujin was a good guy. But 1200 is sufficiently far enough ago where you could just sort of gloss over anything that isn't he rode on horses, if you want. And speaking of course, as we have remarked many times, this field of that always has tons of horses here, and the abiding cultural love of Mongolians for horses is still around today, but was quite a marker for them once upon a time. So how fitting that our Ghast of the Council, named for Genghis Khan, will be here in the field of horses. So you should eat something, but this is more important. Well, now we're already here. You know, he's already gotten to the field of the horses. Genghast Khan is here. You know, it's all good. So you can get something to eat now, and that can be more important now. See? But yeah, the council is filling up. This horse is stuck. Poor guy. Alright, there we go. There's our exceptionally good deed. What a nice horse, too, you know. Nice handsome brown color, blaze of white. This is got some little white socks on, little brown shoes. Good horse. I'm sure Genghis Khan approves. Do I have bones? No, I must have put in the bones somewhere. That makes sense. Because really, some more sunflowers here would be good. I mean, you can't have too many. You can't. You could try, but you can't. We might have some bones here. Not there. I don't remember what happened there. It's not important. Do I not have a chest? Where are my bones? There's no guarantee that there will be bones. 2 bones is basically like having no bones at all. Pathetic. We're just gonna put them back. Such is my disgust with the insufficient bone. So for Ghastoise, what do? We get like... We build a little lake here with some turtles and then just make everything incredibly blue? Or do we build a little place that looks like the pool thing in that anime where all the Squirtles were? What drink is that? Mountain Dew. They've got mountains on the can again, so you know they've got that going for them. Every now and then they'll change the can, and I'll grab it out of the refrigerator and be like, "Oh no, did I buy the wrong thing at the store?" I've done this. Speaking of people that have done things, what we see here is a little Enderman prank They have taken away a block of sand. Pretty obnoxious. Alright, so how best to get a whole lot of blue flowers? Find a meadow block that has them and then spam bone meal? Probably. But where will the bones be? The cat of the gate is watching wisely. Gate cat! The gate cat is very good. We have not yet named gate cat. Or gate gato, if you're into the whole brevity thing. Hank the cow dog. Chowing down. We're just gonna go ahead and grab some of these. This is, of course, the traditional method to harvest sugarcane. So what you want to do is get a cooked pork chop in your dominant hand, right or left, it's okay. Firmly grasp it, and then begin to strike the sugarcane. Not at the base, you know, but on the second level. And again, you just want to firmly grasp your pork chop in your hand. You don't want to be dropping your pork chop in the middle of the sugarcane. That's a rookie mistake, and people will bring it up in the future. And that's all there is to it. I think we all learned a lot today. Now we're going to put it in this box and never come back here again. No, I'm just joking. We're going to make it into rockets. And then we're going to put them into this box, and then we will definitely take them out of it eventually. Like, rockets get used. All this paper doesn't need to be in the box, though. We'll put it in here, where we find bones. Bones, 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 bones. Ow. Alright, so it's just poppies and allium here in this meadow. But meadows, like, you can get lots of different flowers in them. You just gotta find a section. Like right there you go, you know, a different spray. But this is like I don't think there's like a blue section here. Maybe over here there's one. Yeah, because if we can, you know, these might be just wildflowers though, but it's pretty dense, so. Because I don't, if they're one stack flowers, then one block height flowers, then I don't think you can bone meal them directly. Like a sunflower, you can bone meal and it'll just drop bone meal. It'll drop sunflowers out. But these, I think you have to be more deliberate about, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's... I don't know if they changed this, but this... in a meadow at this point, if you bone meal the ground, you can get wildflowers that'll grow. You don't have to get wildflowers in the first place. Awesome. That's so cool. I don't know if they changed that for a lot of the grass places or not. I don't read like all the patch notes or anything, but that is very nice. Of course, more wildflowers is always good because I was frequently spending a bone meal per wildflower, right? So this is just getting free ones. There's a rabbit. I think I have destroyed one rabbit. 2 rabbits. We'll check it. Well, let's take the tail of the tape. We've killed 2 bat? That is sad. I didn't want to do that. 3 rabbit. I have never been killed by sheep. I killed 1 wandering trader. That doesn't sound like something I would do. Anyway, there's no need to look at that screen anymore. Not really, not really important, is it? No, it isn't. Not at all. You know, it might be more effective to just take all the blue flowers, but I like this place. Like, you know, we gotta look at this all the time. We're not just gonna destroy all the blue flowers like we've already done. You know, the railway goes by here. Can't just get rid of all of them. Because this is like not gonna be enough flowers, right? We're a real festival of blue would have at least 10 times this many flowers. Like we did all this and we got 30. Like look how many bones we have left. This is pathetic. Are we getting some other kind of flowers at least? Dandelions. Yeah, this is better than moving around is just to do it from one thing probably. I don't know. It's probably the same. But hey, we get wheat seeds, so that's nice. Hello, Chase. How are you? Trying to fly away there. Hey, the spruce trees. I'm pretty sure that I planted these. Yeah, I must have done. I just don't remember doing that, but it looks great, and I'm proud of me for doing it. Yeah, it must have been whenever I got some of these other ones, because, you know, the snow falls on them, and that's pretty. And we got our little dark forest thing here going on. You say you enjoy chilling in the stream, laid back moment. Well, thank you. You know, it's not always laid back. Sometimes I get really intense. Usually when I'm playing video games that involve destroying my enemies and driving them before me, you know, and casting big magic spells and shooting rockets at them. Oh, I love Total War. I almost started playing it again whenever I got home from work, and I'm like, no, we'll do something a little more chill. Plus, I played like 20 hours of Total War in the last 3 days. Not that I'm complaining. That's right about how much Total War I would like to play all the time. Anyway, why am I flying around? No reason. Do I have arrows? I don't. We also don't have inventory space. We're gonna take these bones here. Hey, normal. Almighty Gamer beat Cobwebs. You got a shout out? Nice. Almighty Gamer. Gamer, not Gamer. Huh? That's the level that's very, very short and very, very difficult the whole time, right? I believe I remember somebody talking about that one. Do I have buckets? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just drop some of this trash off, and then we'll go work a little bit on it. It being the new home of the Cornflower. Where would the rabbit stuff logically go? Into this box where nothing matters? Yes. These boxes are just a tragedy. I refuse to feel guilty about the way I am. I'm not gonna feel bad about it, so just don't ask me to. I would never ask you to feel bad for the way I am either. Alright, I'm out of arrows. They're probably in a shulker somewhere, but which one, precious? Yeah, whatever. Well, let's go buy some. Oh, if you weren't here, we named this guy the other day. He is now the Dreamer. Of course, we woke him up from his dream to give him the name. Because the Dreamer's the reason we built the wall, of course. He is the reason for the construction, which we should, you know, make better. We need to make the towers, like, better. We need, like, a little thing and a thing, like a roof. And interior stuff, a guard, all of those. We need some nouns. You know, that's what I was describing. When I said we needed a thing, I meant a noun. Now, you might say a thing is a kind of noun. Yeah, but I wanted to be even broader. Because what we also needed was a person and a place. In addition to a thing. We need to mend this. We'll do it the best way we know how. By finding carrots, question mark? Guess we'll farm some. So you like the new profile picture? Well, thank you. Yes, Pizza Guy made it for me. It's a, I think it's pretty wonderful. Was I farming with the pork chops by accident? You know, while farming sugar with pork chops is deeply traditional and smart. If you farm your carrots or your wheat with a pork chop, it'll work, but you won't get as many seeds that way. Or carrots. For what is a carrot but a seed for another carrot? Alright, Elytra should be better already. Yeah. The netherite tools have like a lot of durability points, so the Elytra will often get like all the way put back together again. Netherite ho! You know, you get an advancement for it, so it's not even silly, it's just good sense. Ghastoise. Good stuff. The council is getting fleshed out, and, you know, gradually, and then suddenly, we're actually gonna, you know, we're gonna change this world, and no one's gonna know what it used to look like before. There will be no documentary evidence to show anyone what it used to look like. They'll be like, wow, that's cool that there's like a dark forest here. I've never seen the game do that. And I'll be like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we're gonna need at least 10 times as many flowers. Just show so many. We might actually just go around and start raiding meadows. That'll be simpler than... Yeah, because this I can already tell that it's gonna look awesome, but we're gonna need more. It already looks so awesome, but we need more. Like I said, probably like 10 times that many, maybe like 50 times that many. What, 1,500 flowers? It's what, like you know. It'll take a little while to get. Be worth it. Have to raid more than one meadow. But it's nice, you know. It scans from the sky. You can already see, like, hey, there's some blue flowers there. There you go. And the Ghasts have their wonderful little lake here. Everything's working out well. Just as planned. Let's cut down some trees. They don't need to be here. I mean, not all these trees need to be here, you know. The trees that don't need to be here are the native ones. We're replacing the forest with a different, cooler forest. What could ever go wrong? That would never end up being a terrible idea. I'm so confident of it that I'm gonna do it while I talk about it. Huh. A black bunny. I actually really like that. That's cool. Oh no! I was like, we should try to bring him back home to join the crime family somehow. But he didn't make it. He fell down here and turned into Rabbitide. Well, if we ever see another black bunny, maybe we will be able to make them part of the crew. But I don't know if rabbits can coexist with the wolves and the cats, you know. It might be too tense for them. Like, we can't get a fox because, like, they'll try to kill Garuda, or maybe kill Garuda. I mean, temporarily. Nobody can, like, actually kill Garuda, of course. But they might make him go away for a little while, which would be very, very unacceptable. There could be a fox, but he would have to live in, like, a different house. We would have to build another house for the fox to live in. So we probably want like some mangrove trees, but not for this side, I don't think. We need some of that. Yeah, there's so much work to be done. But you know, one of the things that I like most about Minecraft is that by doing small things, you can really notice, you know, dramatic change over time. You know, There's plenty of games where you feel like if you don't play them, you know, a lot, like, you know, you won't get better at them, or, you know, like, you won't see, you know, the progress. But here, you know, all you gotta do is keep on showing up, and then eventually, even if you're me and just, like, haphazardly poking away at projects, you know, they all, on a long enough timeline, will all come together. After all, it's not like we're gonna die. Hey, Flakes. Here on day 693. No. Like I say all the time, if I died, I would just immediately get over it. And start another world. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, like, I just legit don't. I don't know. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just very unlikely. I don't really do anything that's dangerous. I could, like, fall into a deep dark and get popped by a warden, I guess. That absolutely could happen. But again, I know there are, like, underneath my feet while I'm in my house over there. Like, I know where they're at. They're right underneath where we spend all our time. Ghastoise. He's a good cast, you know. Plus we can just get, like, some turtles and a bunch of blue stuff and we're already done, you know, we're good. One of these days we're going to build Gaston's throne. Again, that one's going to take care of itself. It's just gonna be a big red chair or something, and then we'll do huge bone block antlers, and then I'll do the reference a lot. You know, every time we go to see him, we'll talk about it. Die Alpengast. I love this cast name. It's such a dumb name. It's like 4 references deep. It makes me so happy. This guy is talking to the pigs. I wonder what they say back to him. Oh yeah, what you're doing there, you never want to be, like, on a gate, because then they'll cram really badly against, like, a wall or whatever. You gotta be in the middle. You might be thinking, won't that make them, you know, heat you up in like a hornet in the middle of a Apis mellifera japonica hive? Well, yeah, maybe. This is japonica. It's probably japonica. Anyway, that's the name of the Japanese honeybee, unless it isn't. I don't know how to pronounce things. I could write it. So now we have more wood. And that's good, you know, because we can put it in here and then forget about it until we need it for a project, or even after. This is not the door. Hey, boss. It's Garuda, everyone. Say hello to the leader of the Black Oak crime family. Dark Oak, not Black Oak. Bella, Consigliere, Atropa, the Blade in the Dark. They plot, they scheme, they do cat-like things. But I need to go to bed. The time got away from me. This went a little bit longer than I had meant to. I guess I started it at like 11:30, so there's that too. But anyway, I invite you all to listen with me as I play a shortened version of our national anthem. You can sit, stand, or kneel for the playing of Creator, music box version by Lena Rain. Luca will dance just the same for all of it. But the music box version is nice. Captures it well. I hadn't heard the real Creator. I got the music box version first. And I just thought it was like the same song, but just like stylized differently. And then imagine my surprise when real Creator. Was such a wonderful experience. But anyway, Luca dances. We look out of the window and smile. You know, it's a nice little world. Gets better all the time. Gets better all the time. But, yep. So, there we go. Day 693. The moon rises. But we won't have time to wax poetic about it. After all, what is there left to say about the moon that hasn't already been said? I refer to the words of the magnetic fields on this subject. You need me, like the wind needs the trees to blow in. Like the moon needs poetry, you need me. Good stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Good night, Evan. Good night, Normal. Good night, Pizza Guy, if you're around. Good night, everyone. If you're watching in the future, I hope the weather is nice. Disregard all the time-sensitive information. And, yep. I will, perhaps see you guys in a later stream or video. That's all I've got for you right now. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Farewell. Good night.